Welcome to New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Sylvania 300. What can you tell us about Loudon?
This is a tough track for a lot of drivers. These long straights allow the cars to build up a lot of speed before some hard braking going into the flat corners.
The 83 car comes to the track with the hopes of maintaining his top 5 points position.
He just needs to keep digging like he has been. Sometimes when drivers reach the top 5 in points, they start to push themselves too hard on race day and wind up losing spots instead. I'm sure he doesn't want that.
Jerry Nadeau is one of those guys who you just keep expecting to break out and have a good year.
Yeah, you do, but he's got a ton of talent and some good equipment. He's shown he can win and run up front. Now he's just got to string some success together and gain some confidence out there.
McMurray moved up to Winston Cup after having an impressive year in the Busch Series in 2002.
He picked up a couple of wins and finished 6th in the points last year, plus he did an admirable job filling in for Sterling Marlin in some Cup runs.
Welcome back to Season 2 of NASCAR 2004 for the PlayStation 2, the 27th race of the 36th race season, the Sylvania 300, on the pole once again, and we'll see if I can get my 11th win of the season here at Loudon. But first,
now let's take a look at the starting lineup.
In the front row are the 83 car and the DuPont Chevrolet. Second row are the Alltel Dodge and the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 3 are the UPS Ford and the 6 car. The fourth row has the Home Depot Chevrolet and the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 5 will be the Motorcraft Ford and the 9 car. In row 6, we have the Stacker 2 Dodge and the Singular Wireless Chevrolet. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the NASCAR Winston Cup points leader, will start towards the front. Starting the race from row 8 are the Sterling Marlin Dodge and the Tide Pontiac. And in row 9 are the Caterpillar Dodge and the U.S. Army Pontiac. Starting in row 10 will be the Rubbermaid Sharpie Ford and the 17 car. In row 11 are the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet and the Team Rusty Dodge. In row 12 are the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Target Dodge. Row 13 finds the Ranger Ford and the Valvoline Pontiac. The 14th row has the America Online Chevrolet and the O2 car. In row 15 are the 57 car and the Citgo Ford. Starting the race from row 16 are the Haviland Dodge and the Kodak Max Film Pontiac. Row 17 has a BAM Racing Dodge and the Autobahn Ford. Starting in row 18 will be the Pennzoil Chevrolet and the 38 car. In row 19 are the Hooters Ford and the Net Zero Pontiac. In row 20 are the UAW Delphi Chevrolet and the Kellogg Chevrolet. Back in row 21 we have the Georgia Pacific Dodge and the Cheerios Dodge. And rounding out the field is the David Green Pontiac.
pretty awesome how the first row had third and fourth in points, and then row 7 had second and first in points, respectively, because Jimmy Johnson's second in points by 3, and Junior's lead in points. Actually, they stay in those same two positions, 13th and 14th, Jimmy Johnson being 13th and Junior being 14th. I think there'd be a tie in points at that point. And neither of them lead a lap, of course, or they both lead a lap, depending on what happens, because I want to pull away and lead the most laps of anyone in this race. And I've already led the first lap, so I got 5 bonus points for that. I'm good. I mean, I'm good in New Hampshire. I just end up going too fast in turns at some point, and then just kind of the rear end just kicks around on me, like I wheel hop into the corner at that point. So I'm hoping not to do that in this race. If I do, I'm going to be really disappointed in myself, because I know I have the talent to win this race, and I have the skill to win this race. I just need to make sure I hit all my marks and just kind of drive away with it. Went back to the good old paint scheme for this season, and hoping to hold on for another win. I must have felt this paint scheme, honestly, and I don't know if I had the color the same or not, or the color's in the right spot, but it's similar at least. That's the point. Yeah. I mean, I've been switching the colors around throughout the season, so it doesn't really matter much, I guess. It'll be weird to see like yellow and green as the majority of the car, that's for sure. Who dropped out of this race already? What the heck? I guess I'll find out when I make a pit stop in about 10 laps. But that's it, 10 laps. Okay, there we go. Oh, ooh. I'd like to know who that is, but I don't want to pause and check it out. Because I know I can check out the race stats to find out who it was, but I'm not going to. That's a waste of time. Alright. I try to slow down a bit more just to be on the safe side, because if I don't slow down fast enough, I'm going to wheel hop. And honestly, like, going over 9,000 RPM already is already crazy enough at 160 something miles an hour, so I'd rather like be a little more cautious with the car and the tires, especially since I pulled away a bit to the lead I have, about a second over Newman. I mean, they're battling further back in position, I'm pretty sure. Junior and Johnson are probably trying to work their way up. Gordon's falling back to 5th, so I don't have to worry about him for now, at least in the points, if I can continue those hot streak I had. I don't even know how far ahead I was that lap. That's... oh well. I'll find out soon enough, I guess. But, I mean... that's a new one. The left front got one for the right front. And it just, and as I say that, the right front got one. Alright, almost a second and a half over Newman. Whoa. Slow down. Goodness gracious, I almost overdrove the car in turn 1. Goodness gracious me. I'm about to lose this race on my own merit at this point. I already lost one on my own merit before to Kenseth earlier this season because I wheel hopped into turn 3 and 4. The rear end came around on me and I couldn't hold on to it. We're halfway on fuel, so I'm okay. I think I'm okay right now. I'm gonna pit halfway like I did last race and just kind of hope to, dear God, I don't get screwed by lap traffic. I almost got screwed by lap traffic last race and I ended up like wrecking Stewart, which was not good on my part. Honestly, I don't want to count that as a win because it wasn't really a legitimate win. Because Stewart would have had me if it wasn't for because the lap traffic was completely like blocking me for apparently no reason whatsoever. Because I was so much faster than them, and the fact that they decided to block me, that just shows how bad they are. I think Christian Fittipaldi, he's not even supposed to be in this game, honestly. And I mean, he had the rookie stripe last year, and he hasn't learned anything. Honestly, I feel like I would say something bad about him, a lot worse about him, but I'm not gonna be that guy because I prefer not to have that stuff on my channel anyway. So those really bad words, you know what I'm talking about anyway. I pulled out the 3 seconds over Newman now. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. And now we got cars pitting. This would just get them to the end of the field, barely, but they will. For those guys that pitted that last lap. So. Rolling through the corner real good. I looked at yellow line at the apron as like a marker to help me like dip through the corner a little better. Then as like, you know, an out of bounds line. I mean, technically it's no longer an out of bounds line in NASCAR nowadays, but it helps me get around the track in this game, that's for sure. Man, I'm pulling away real fast. Oh goodness! And as soon as I say that, I got real bad 1 and 2 there. But I'm gonna pit this time anyway, so it's not gonna matter much. Now it's just hoping I'll spin the car out in this turn before I hit the pit. I have to slow down a lot more in the corner than I expected that lap, so whatever, here I come.
Several of the crews now on the wall as the cars begin to make what should be scheduled pit stop. The field heading down pit road. Good chance for the teams to make changes. We'll see who can win the race within the race. NASCAR says that's halfway.
I thought I was getting slowed up by Gordon there, but we didn't. Okay. And Phil probably would screw me trying to get out of my pit box. That's cool. Nothing major, I guess, but that cost me about a couple extra seconds. I'm back on the track. I think Craig is going to pit this time. Never mind, he's going to block me. I'm going to stay behind him anyway. I don't want to raise the back or anything. So if he's pitting, I don't mind. Okay, where are you going, Craven? Goodness gracious, stop trying to block me. Stuart's on my bumper again. Stuart's getting on my back bumper again at this point. Goodness gracious, thank you for letting me go at this point. But Stuart was catching me real fast too. There's Johnson, I think Junior's right ahead of him. And they're good. No, that's Kurt Busch, never mind. And, oh man, I almost ran into back of Junior there. Goodness, I don't want to do that. Whew, alright. Finally, a little bit of breathing room. Here we go. And Newman's way behind now. So it's just Stewart who has an extra lap or two on his tires than I do. So he's not gonna be able to keep up with me at this point. Yeah, that's good. So I can just kind of coast at this point, I think, because there's only one car left in front of me, and that's the leader, and he just hit pit road, and I'm going to take the lead back at this point. I'm going to try to at least maintain the gap, if not pull away from Stewart, just to be on the safe side, but at this point I don't think I'm going to catch lap traffic. That's a good thing for sure, because I don't want to hit lap traffic. Because last time I hit lap traffic, that was bad. I think that was McMurray, yeah, McMurray was the leader, so that's interesting. I actually didn't pay attention to who was the car out, so I'll just find out after in the race results. So yeah. Alright. Into turn 3. Oh goodness, I almost overdrove in there again. Ten to go. Nice. Bonus points once more. Gets me a lot closer to that point lead at this point. I think if Johnson and Junior are just at the tail end of the top 10 right now, I think if that's the case, maybe a little further back, then I think I would cut the deficit of the points lead, deficit from me to the points lead in half. And if Junior and Johnson are next to each other, like I said they would be, if like Johnson's just one position ahead of Junior, like right in front of Junior at the end, then it'll be a tie for the points lead. And if I can get this win, I will surely cut that deficit from whatever it was, like I think 116. So yeah, that's gonna be an interesting run, that's for sure. It's gonna be an interesting championship battle. I can guarantee that. It's gonna be between 3 drivers at this point. I might seem like I'm pretty far out, 116 points, but if I can keep running this well, I'm gonna have a good shot at it at the end. 7 laps to go, and I'm trying to pull away from Stewart. I actually have to a 2-second lead. Newman's actually got back up to 3rd with his fresh tires. Those two values doesn't really matter to me. It's just what's happening farther back with like Junior and Johnson, and maybe Jeff Gordon for that matter, even though he's a little farther back in points than I am. But I mean, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this view up front. There is lap traffic ahead of me, but I think with 5.5 laps to go, I don't think I'm going to catch him quick enough before this race is over. And even if I do catch him, it's not going to matter too much because of the big lead I have right now. Oh my goodness, but it will matter if I do, like, wreck myself. I need to stay focused on what's going on right now with my car and where I am on the track instead of what's going on around the rest of the track. Because if I don't, I'm going to end up screwing myself out of this win like I did, like, about, what was it, 8 races ago? At this very same track. Yeah. At this point, I'm going to try to stay smooth, hit my marks, stay on the bottom of the track, cut the turns, and hang on to it. Newman's catching Stewart. I don't know if he'll catch him in time, though. We'll see. I'm assuming he will catch him, but I don't think he'll pass him in time. Alright, come on. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Okay. Downshift to 3rd because that was slow enough. I think it's like, if I had to go under 90 at that point, I have to switch back to 3rd. I had to downshift to 3rd here at that point. Alright. I didn't want to do it that time because I think I get more speed coming out the corner anyway. I love how my fastest lap isn't even near my qualifying lap. My fastest lap in this race is not even close to my qualifying lap. It's like 4/10 off. 2 to go. I see, apparently there's contact up there between whoever finishes last and whoever's running last. That's pretty funny. So I saw sparks. I'm pretty sure it was sparks. And if it wasn't, I don't know what it is. Then something supernatural, I guess, or something, some kind of ghost. But they are battling for whoever doesn't finish last in running order on the lead lap. White flag. Why is it or? Why can't it be both? Announcer. 3 in a row. Sylvania win. Sylvania 300 win, 3 straight wins, 11th win of the season, and Stewart holds off Newman just like Johnson held off Junior and Darlington. I didn't realize I was in 2nd gear that whole time until I started burnout. And apparently you can still do burnout even though you're in 2nd gear. Oh goodness! Do not hit this wall. I have a perfect car. I do not want to wreck the perfect car. Damage it before in the burnout. Goodness gracious me, that would be so terrible if I did that. I finally had a perfect freaking car, and then if I damage it in the burnout, I'm gonna be pissed. That's enough of a burnout for me, because I got a perfect looking car. Oh goodness, okay. Finally got a perfect car, no damage in this race. Thank God.
There weren't very many lead changes.
Well, to be honest, Joe, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have more leaders. Just goes to show that with the right setup and the right strategy, you really can dominate a NASCAR Winston Cup race.
The 83 car never even got a scratch in this race.
You know, these NASCAR Winston Cup race teams absolutely love drivers who take care of their cars. Makes their jobs a whole lot easier when they aren't having to spend extra hours in the body shop each week.
No scratches whatsoever in my 11th win of the season. Victory lane with a perfect looking car. I can't believe it either. I actually got a perfect looking race car. It looks exactly the same as when I started this race. Maybe some bugs on the front bumper, but still no damage whatsoever. My goodness. Woo! This hot streak I've been on in the season. 3 wins in a row late in the season. This is the momentum I needed to get me closer to that points lead and hopefully the championship. Because if I get this championship, it's going to be a great comeback for sure. New Hampshire, baby. You can't deny that I've got a good shot at this championship at this point. 3 wins in a row, put me real close to the points lead. I don't know if Junior and Johnson finish outside the top 10. I'm really close. Okay, well, I'm still close anyway. So I win. Tony Stewart 2nd, Ryan in 3rd, Kurt Busch 4th, Sterling Moore 5th, Dale Jarrett 6th, Jeff Gordon 7th, Reed Karen 8th, Jimmy Johnson 9th, and Mark Martin right out the top 10. Who fell out of this race? It's Rusty Wallace at lap 4. Oh goodness. And where did Junior finish? 13th. Okay. Well, an interesting finishing order. I got a lot closer to the points, so I know that. I think I was down 116. I think I was down 116 points before that New Hampshire race. I think I'm getting a lot closer now. So we'll see how that ends. That was definitely a race that I'm gonna remember because the perfect car, the perfectly undamaged car, no damage whatsoever. That's a race I'm gonna remember for a long time. All right. Let's see. Johnson now has the points lead by 11 points over Down Junior. Wow, wow, wow. 66 points back now with 9 races left in the season and 3rd in points. Jeff Gordon's 4th, 122 back. He's not out yet. And Stewart's 5th, 18 back. He's definitely not out yet because of his 2nd place finish today. Ryan Newman 6th, Bobby Bonnie 7th, Rusty Wallace 8th. Rusty Wallace dropped to 8th in points after his DNF today. He was probably, I think, he's at least like 16 points, if not better. I think he's at least 16 points, if not better. Russ Wilson now 8th in points, Mark Martin 9th, and Ken Hark is 10th, 531 back. And Ricky Rudd, Bill Elliott, Dale Jarrett, Kurt Busch, and Sterling Moore still 15 points, AO2 back. Jeff Gordon's pretty far back from him, but decent on anyway. But wow, 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 that run for the championship is real right now, guys. I feel like I can get it, but will my hopes be stopped at the next race, which is at Dover International Raceway, or Dover International Speedway in Dover, Delaware for running a Dover 400? We'll know. It's a night race, and we'll see what happens in Dover. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how the rest of the season plays out. Once again, see you guys in Dover with 9 races left in the season.